Do I speak the Deutsch? No, I don't speak the Deutsch. Luz, released in Germany in 2019, and is directed by Tillman Singer, who is making his directorial debut with this film. And I know that I said that my next review was going to be on The Notebook, but I was asked by gingernutsofhorror.com to review this film. I got another screener, guys. That is 2 entertainment companies or websites who are asking me to review films. This is awesome! gingernutsofhorror.com is actually a very cool website where they focus on everything horror. Which is funny because when you think of horror, I'm like the last person that you should be thinking of. After my interview with Craig from Bloodhound Picks podcast that was published last week, he put me in contact with gingernutsofhorror.com, and I kind of have free reign to review any horror film that they have on there that's up for grabs. So I'm excited to get more into the horror genre. It's a really cool website too. They don't focus on just films, they focus on films, books, video games, everything horror that you can think of. Go over and check them out, gingernutsofhorror.com, and also give Craig a subscribe to over at Bloodhound Picks podcast. If you like that interview, I'll put the link in this video and down below. Listen to it. It's a little over an hour about me and how I got started here on YouTube. It was actually a lot of fun. It's a really great interview, I think. So please go over there, subscribe, give it a view, and help them out a little bit. So with all that fun stuff out of the way, let's talk about Luz, or as I was going into this, is this Luz or Liz? Not sure, because of my frickin' English accent. A dazed young cab driver drags herself into a rundown police station late one night. And across town, a psychiatrist is striking up a strange conversation with a lady in a bar when he is paged by the police station to come in to counsel the cab driver. But the lady at the bar is not all that she seems, and this film becomes a fun little goose chase for a confession of demonic purposes and entities. This film did hit the independent scene back in 2018, actually, in Berlin and all around of Germany, and everyone was raving about this film that was shot on 16mm from this director, this brand new director to the world and to the genre of horror. All of them complimenting him on his intuition when it comes to suspense and to thrillers and to horrific scenes. And I will gladly get on that bandwagon. I think that this film was very suspenseful, and I would attribute it a lot to the soundtrack and to the sound design. You know that a sound designer and a director have good horror instincts when they focus on the higher resonance of sound and music and noises. When you have a lot of dissonance in your music and in your noises, it crawls under your skin, and it gives you goosebumps and makes the hair stand up on your arms. It sounds like shrieking, and we get that almost entirely through this film, especially whenever the demonic entity comes on screen, which is quite a lot, actually. I feel like I just got done talking about The Conjuring a few weeks ago, and here we go, another possession movie. And it's an interesting possession movie, because this demonic entity will travel from one person's body to the next, all trying to get to this girl named Luz, who apparently conjured this demon in, like, Catholic school when she was younger. And it seems like this demonic entity has a crush on this human girl. So much that it, however they identify themselves, will not stop stalking her. See, this is what happens when you play around in the occult. You're messing with stuff that you don't understand, and that's what the Warrens preached about. I know, because like I said in my Conjuring review, I ordered The Demonologist, the book that everyone on that film read, and that's what they promoted was, hey, you know the occult and the demonic stuff? Don't read into that, and don't do that stuff, because it's never gonna work out for you. Case in point with this film. And I'll be honest, you couldn't really tell that this was a student film, or at least like student quality type cinema. I think it's well done, it's well shot, again the sound is great, performances are left to be desired. John Bluthart, who plays the psychiatrist and the doctor, who comes in, he's probably the standout performance of the film. I always say with all of my Korean films, please don't come at me about my pronunciation. I'm very ignorant and I'm terrible at it, so please go easy on me. Even though my heritage is like 80% German, it is It's all in the nose and nowhere else. There's actually a point where that actor, when he's starting to talk to this demonic entity, starts seizuring and spastically bouncing around all over the place, all over the bathroom. It is... I felt worried. I was very worried for him, like he was going to break his neck or give himself a concussion. He got very close to banging his head on the wall and on the doors several times. I don't think he did, but I was worried for the actor when watching that. Everyone else here, though, is... I don't know, I got that friend vibe of the director. Hey, I'm shooting a student film, wanna be in my movie type vibe with them. Nothing terrible, it's just the performances, I wasn't buying into them 100%. And the whole backstory of Luz and her character and her decision to be in the occult and to summon this demon back when she was in Catholic school wasn't really explored and wasn't really explained. I know that they tried, but really didn't get a lot of in-depth ideas and reasonings behind that. But the film is only 70 minutes long, so we're not here really to get any development. We are just going straight into plot and resolution. In terms of like weird, out there, ambiguous horror films, I had a good time with this. There were a couple of things in here that it was left to be desired. Plot, characters a lot of the times, but in terms of the horror aspects and the demonic aspects and the sound design, I think this film is fantastic, and I definitely think it's worth a watch. It's a very impressive debut from this director. I think that he has only great things ahead of him. So I'm going to give Luz 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
So there it is. That is my first review for GingerNutsOfHorror.com. We'll probably be getting a lot more horror reviews coming in the following months. Probably a lot more horror reviews around October time. So definitely check those out. And go over and check out GingerNutsOfHorror.com. They do a lot of great stuff on there. It's a lot of just artists allowed to have a platform to perform their art. Whether it's writing or video reviews, I think it's great. So guys, have you seen Luz? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you saw here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you know the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of The Notebook. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.